Welcome back. Today we are going to see a quick recap of the chapter sound which we have been discussed so far. We know sound is a form of energy which gives us the sensation of hearing. If it is to be experienced, three factors are essential: sources of sound, medium, and ears. The objects that produce sound are called sources of sound. The sounds of violin, chenda, machines, and flute are man-made sources of sound, whereas the sounds of lightning, waterfall, and vocal cord are examples for natural sources of sound. There are some activities for you that proves sound is produced by the vibration of objects. Tap the mouth of a glass or steel tumbler gently with a spoon. You can hear a sound. At the same time, gently touch the edge of the glass with your finger. What do you experience? Yes, you can experience vibrations in your fingers. Fill the tumbler with water and make the sound again by tapping with a spoon. What do you observe? Yes, sound can be heard. Along with it, waves are produced due to the vibration of water. Excite a tuning fork with a rubber hammer and listen to the sound produced by the tuning fork. How is the sound produced? The sound is produced due to the vibration of tuning fork. Immediately dip a prong of the tuning fork into the water in a vessel. What is your observation? Yes, the waves produced on the water surface. From the old experiments, we can conclude that sound is produced by the vibrations in a body. And the sound produced from a source of sound would be the sum total of the vibration of various parts related to the source. That is, to every sound source there has a main vibrating part to produce sound and connected vibrating parts. We know there occurs difference in the sound produced by different objects. The reason for this is the difference in their natural frequencies. Did you remember this apparatus? This is simple pendulum. A small pebble is suspended using a thread, and when it is moved slightly towards one side and release it, it undergoes to and fro motion. Such a motion is called oscillatory motion. The number of oscillations made by the simple pendulum in 1 second is its frequency. The unit of frequency is hertz. One important point to be remembered: as the length of the pendulum increases, the frequency decreases. Another activity we have: fix one end of a hacksaw blade on a table and set the free end into vibration. Compare the frequency of vibration of the hacksaw blade and that of the simple pendulum. What's your observation? Yes, the frequency of vibration of hacksaw blade is greater than that of the simple pendulum. That is, the sound produced by the simple pendulum cannot be heard because the frequency is low. But on vibrating a hacksaw blade, its frequency being high, the sound can be heard. There occurs a difference in sound in accordance with the increase in frequency. So we can say, when the steel tumbler, hacksaw blade or tuning fork were set into vibration, The reason for the difference in the sound that emerged from them are due to the difference in their natural frequencies. When a body is set into vibration, it vibrates with a particular frequency of its sound. This frequency is its natural frequency. Then we have discussed the factors that influences the natural frequency of a body. Nature of the body, length, area, tension, and area of cross section are the factors that influence the natural frequency of a body.